property. Meanwhile, you fighting back and you get a scratch or hurt yourself. Now the insurance company's got to pay your janky ass lawyer a settlement because you was stealing and got caught and was too proud to just walk away. You want to fight for it and lost, and now you want to sue, and that's what happens. That's what happens.
Yeah.
So insurance companies.
Hey, Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, you finish up because it was kind of a different topic.
Insurance companies just feel that the value of the products that being stole are not worth, don't outweigh the policies that they have to pay out for different situations, and that's why we're in a lot of situations. The same thing with the sheriff department, the DA's department. DAs they feel that send somebody to jail for stealing toilet paper or whatever. But again, people found a way to make them eat their words. Go ahead.
Yeah. This is kind of along the lines. It's definitely a crime that is out in the open that it just doesn't seem to get solved. But I was driving up Long Beach Boulevard the other day because I still have family in Compton, or what they call Rancho Dominguez. It's always going to be Compton to me. But right off of Long Beach Boulevard, in between Alondra and let's just say Artesia. Back in 1994, when my best friend lived there, prostitutes all the time. 1994, all the time, no doubt. You walk down Long Beach Boulevard, you are going to see prostitutes. Every single time I drive past Long Beach Boulevard, in between Alondra and Artesia in 2024, the prostitutes are still there in their little, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not hating on the little outfits and stuff, but I'm just saying, obviously, it's a horrible look for the city. It's a horrible look for anyone who has kids. I had my 11-year-old cousin in the car, and he's looking. How are they not able? You may not even know this, but how are they not able to stop this? It's been going on for at least 30 years that I know of.
Exactly. I know exactly why they do it. One, if I ain't mistaken, you might be in unincorporated part of Compton. Rancho Dominguez is unincorporated. It's not technically Compton. So the Compton sheriff has jurisdictions over all county area, LA County completely, but it may be a thin line between Compton sheriff and Long Beach police. Now the hoes they don't cross Artesia though. They don't cross Artesia. They may go up to Artesia. They're not crossing Artesia because Long Beach got a whole other thing for them. And that was something that we discussed in one of the city council, town hall meetings for the city council. How is it that Carson don't have that problem? Lakewood don't have that problem. Long Beach don't have that problem. They're all in LA County. Carson and Lakewood are all controlled by Lakewood by the sheriff department. But the sisters are only on Long Beach Boulevard. Okay. Now there are some things in place to deter that. One of the things they're doing is they're going to be they got them LVT cameras, the big cameras with the towers on them. They got lights and cameras and speakers, and basically it's RoboCop on wheels. Okay. They installed one of those things over not far from me at the 7-Eleven. We ain't had no problem since then. So these things record, and a lot of them are monitored. A lot of them are being lively. They live stream activities, and they can get a cop there in a matter of minutes, matter of seconds, depending on what's happening. And that's one of the things they just put on Long Beach Boulevard. But what happens is the girls move more into the neighborhood off of Long Beach, and that's another problem. And because so many prostitutes have been labeled as victims of sex trafficking, they passed a law, I forgot, was AB something or another, that said you cannot penalize a victim of sex trafficking. Okay? You can't penalize a victim of sex trafficking. Meanwhile, like you said, you got your little cousin in the car, your folks in the car, you're creating victims, you're having victims creating more victims. Because these heifers, don't have no school boundaries. They don't know church boundaries. They go over to restaurants. They post up in restaurants and customers. You know, you got so many nasty heifers hanging around. You're gonna lose your appetite. Okay, you know, you got some sexy reds, too many sexy reds in the same building. Nah, I ain't hungry no more. I'm thinking about that pussy pig, that red. All right, keep
gonorrhea,
that
period.
Yeah, keep these greens and the spaghetti. I think they got gonorrhea and spaghetti. Anyway, that's a major problem. And as the president of the Compton Entertainment Chamber of Commerce, we work with the Sheriff Department and Compton College Police, various organizations to do what we can trying to eradicate this thing within the law, because the law ties the hands of the police. The police can't even harass them, dude. And that's the crazy part. The police can't even harass these girls, man, because they've been deemed as victims of sex trafficking, and you can't. Nothing you can do with a victim of sex trafficking.
Man, that's a loophole if I've ever seen one, man. Let's move on, Lonzo. One of the bigger stories this week, still in the niggaverse. We have not left, but this is a story that we are hearing more often and often. But a Philly rapper that goes by the name of YBC Doll. He was one of the rappers who dug up. We never talked about this specifically. I didn't know much about this rapper, but not too long ago, Lonzo, he dug up the grave of one of his ops. He went to the grave site, got a shovel, and just started digging and laughing. And ooh, this is funny. Let me record a music video to it. Well, he has met his maker, Lonzo. This past week, he was shot, and he made a song literally dissing every hood in Philly. I'm gonna give you a little idea of this guy. He was just on No Jumper, just recently on No Jumper. He made it to No Jumper. You know, his career is going good or whatever, but it's going good for all the wrong reasons, for the very disrespectful stuff that he does. He actually calls himself Mr. Disrespectful, but he made a song literally dissing every single hood in Philadelphia, Lonzo. And when I say every hood, I mean every single hood. That would be kin to me out here dissing the Pyros, the Cribs, the neighborhoods, the Hoovers. That would be something, and expecting to walk outside and live. But he was had his life taken from him. Is this art imitating life, Lonzo? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I don't hear that now. I hear you. I don't hear no music. I don't hear no.
Oh shit. Else. Oh, okay. Did you hear? Where did you? No, I said, is this life imitating art?
Oh no, I'm sorry. I thought you were playing something. My bad. Unfortunately, it is, man. These guys are so desperate for attention